Well, good morning, everyone. It's Donna. How are you doing today? So it is Saturday, August 16th, and it's 8:52 a.m. I am getting a little bit of a late start this morning. I wanted to do an upload of a quilting video that I did. Or it's actually a quilting video asking other quilters for a little bit of assistance. And then my husband was listening to Mind Mint. It's a great music channel, I guess, while he was doing a speed puzzle. So now everything's quiet, and I won't get busted for any like copyright if you heard the song in the background or anything. So here we are. This is the skirt pattern from designed by Jude in the capsule collection thing. Normally the skirt would be sewn or cut out on the fold, but I'm going to do something a little bit different with it. And what I'm actually going to do, hold on, let me pause for a second, is I'm going to slice this pattern right up here. Okay, and this pattern was made using 1/4 inch seams and stuff like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to like cut this out better, and well, I should actually, no, I have to cut this out again, but I'm going to get it where I can trace it. Keep pausing a little bit as my husband's going around. He doesn't like to be on video. Anyway, so I'm going to cut this out real quick. And this one as well. Hopefully it's close enough. Okay, I'm just going to like quickly trace this. It's not going to be perfect. But over here, I'm going to add approximately 1/4 inch because I will have a new seam line over there. It's probably a little bit larger than 1/4 inch, but maybe, I should be able to adjust that. And then this piece here, this side should be correct, but I'm going to bring this one out also 1/4 inch. So these are going to be my new skirt pieces, and they're going to be 2 different fabrics, and I'm undetermined currently as I'm working this through in my brain if these are going to be the same fabric and it's just going to be this one that's going to be different, or if I'm going to start it at the back seam, and I'm unsure. But we're going with the dark academia theme, and I'd shown this fabric before. It's got that kind of plum in there, a dark gray or black and kind of a tan. And this is the color that I had made Ellowyne slacks with yesterday. It's a really dark purple. I mean, I wouldn't even, it's got a brown undertone. It's not really a raisin color, but it is, and the camera does not really pick this up and make it look worth it or do it justice. Anyway, so I was auditioning some fabrics here, and I thought, well, could I bring out this brown a little bit? And I'm like, well, what kind of brown tones do I have? And this one right here, we're doing fabric auditions, is more of a gold, and I didn't think it worked. So then we have this brown, and I think that really actually works very well with this. It makes that color just pop out a little bit more. And then here's my next one. Of course there's black, which brings that out, but it also makes this pop a little bit more, makes it seem a little bit lighter. And black goes with a lot more, I guess. I don't know. Not sure. But as I was laying things around and moving some fabrics around and auditioning a little bit earlier, as I was thinking about this, I accidentally, or as I was moving things around, I actually laid the following fabric on here, and I thought that actually looks very good together for like Halloween. But currently, I am not doing Halloween, and yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. So, although I think it would look good together. I think I am going to stick with this one because I want to eventually try to make her a black blazer. I've got to, I guess, do a practice or something, make sure I can sew it. Because it's, me and my sewing day to day is. But I think I'm going to do this one, and we're going to make it here. I'm not going to make you watch me cut it out and pin it and stuff, but I might bring you along for the sewing. But you'll at least see the finished product at the end. So hold on, I'll be right back. Well, I'm back and I have everything cut out, and we are going to sew it together. I determined that I was going to use the black because if I do make the black blazer, it will go with it. And I am also using black on that back piece. Oh, crap. Yeah, this will work. I thought I sewed something together wrong. So. And I do have a surprise that you'll see in a minute. But first and foremost, I am, make sure this is the right way. Yeah, I'm going to sew the darts. So this is going to be a little strange. Oops. 2.6 in length. That'll work for me. Oh, you're about to hear my lab start whining. And usually for clothes like Ellowyne and dolls like that, I tie my threads, but for today's video, I am not. Just because time considerations. Now, I'm not going to watch you or make you watch me press these either because I've got to actually heat up my iron too. I didn't think about that. And that's not something I'm looking forward to as hot as it is. Yeah, another reason, part of the late start that I got was my husband and I watched the Chiefs highlights last night from their game with Seattle. They have lost both of their home games, and that just, or excuse me, their preseason games, and that just kind of, no, you're going to notice that these are different lengths. I'm not really worried about that right now because, like I said, this was just a quick draft of that, or pattern trace that wasn't meant to be accurate. And let me get this sewn in here. Two different kinds of fabrics. So I'm not really sure how they're gonna play together, but we're gonna find out. And you're about to see my twist to this pattern. No. No, you're not. I have to recut it because I cut it wrong. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I lost the one black piece that I needed, and I couldn't find it, so it took me a little bit. And I did go ahead and turn on my iron, and I have pressed most of the seams. Have I got this right? No? Hold on. Have you ever had one of those days I just cut out that piece again, and I cut it out wrong again? So this time I cut two of them facing each other, so I know I will get the right one. It's me today. So what we're doing different here, and it is actually this one. This piece right here is going to be longer, so that when it matches up with here, this is going to actually stick down a little bit. I hope it's going to be cute. I don't know if I'm going to do it all the way or not. And like I said, these are just kind of getting it going. Oh, crap. Someone on video sometimes. Oh, sorry. No, I won't edit that out. I just don't do that. That's what you get. It's gonna be kind of weird looking right now. So, let me get my fabric scissors here. The one thing I'm going to do is kind of like make this straight across here. Okay, whoops. I almost knocked you guys over. That would not have been good. And I'm going to suggest, and I'm going to go ahead and try my best to match this up in the back to make sure the length is going to work. Let's see. And if this don't work, then y'all won't see this video. How about that? So give me just a second. I got to press a couple of things. Okay, I'm going to trim this one to be a little more even. Okay, right there. And what I want to do is turn both of these up about 1/4 of an inch and press. So I'm going to turn them up. I'll be right back. Okay. We are just going to quickly kind of hem these real quick. And just for this video. Couple it. And now we're going to sew this side to this black side here. Again, trying to use a 1/4 inch seam. Yep, that's right. And what I'm going to do so that that raw edge won't be there is I am just turning this over, and I am just going to continue to sew this just as if it were the seam. So. And then I'm just snipping that part off. And if I was making this for like anything other than just a trowel pattern or something like that, I would be using better construction methods. So this is where it's going to meet up, and in the back it's gonna kind of look like this on her. It's not quite the aesthetic I was hoping for, but it's a little different. And before I do that, I'm actually going to put the waistband on, so I have to press it. Give me a second. Pause. Okay, I am gonna attempt to sew this closed right here. Ooh, come on. Not straight, but it'll work. Cut the threads. Make sure this is long enough. It should be, yeah. Okay. So here I go. Trying to sew the waistband on. I'm gonna press this up and I'll be right back. Okay. This should be hopefully the last seam. So. And I have a feeling I should have painted both of these or serged them, but you know, hey, I wasn't going to go through that today. But we're about to give this a quick try. Doesn't look quite as good as I thought it would, I don't think, but we're going to look. Oops, gotta get this to bed. For sure. Hold on. Well, I'm back, and here's the skirt on Ellowyne. I probably should have actually cut that over more to bring this little focal point out. I will tell you right now, I do not have a snap on this yet, but this, you know, in the back here would fill in, you know, get done when the snap's put in. But I did use the black in the back, and then it transitions around. So, I don't know. I haven't seen too many outfits like that for Ellowyne out there. And honestly, I think it kind of works with the dark academic, especially if I make like a long trench coat or something, which I am trying to locate a good pattern or a pattern that I can make a pattern out of. But, you know, I'm not too upset with the outcome of it. What do you think? let me know. And that is it for the Daily Doll Sew for Saturday, August 16th, and it is 9:46 in the morning. So let's give the Chiefs a little bye and wash off for the preseason. We know they're playing their second string a lot and stuff, because they gotta make the cut, right? Let's hope for a better season coming forward. We will talk to y'all later. Bye.